All right, today is January 15th. We are going to go over the Unit 6, Lesson 6, the notes, and then we're going to do the student task statements together. We're going to write Unit 3, Lesson 6. I'm on page 48 in my notebook. I don't know what page you are, so go ahead and write that down. And then, let's see. Here are the learning target. Choose which unit rate based on how I plan to use the problem. Meaning that we're going to do a bunch of these problems and we're going to find out which unit rate would be the best one to use. Unit rate means a rate per one. We've talked about that before, but we had never really, wrote that down. And per one means for every one. For every one pencil, for every one plane, for every one house. Write the date and then put the lesson. All right. Okay. And then pause it whenever, pause it so you can write all that down and then unpause it when you're ready. All right, here we go. 6.2, cooking oatmeal. Priya, Han, Lynn, and Diego are on a camping trip with their families. The first morning, Priya and Han makes oatmeal for the group. The instructions for a large batch say that bring 15 cups of water to a boil and then add 6 cups of oats. So the ratio is 15 to 6. Priya says that the ratio of the cups of oats to the water is 6 to 15. That's 0.40 cups of oats per cup of water. Han says that the ratio of cups of water to the oats is 15 to 6. That's 2.5 cups of water per cup of oats. Who was correct? Explain your reasoning. If you get stuck, consider using the table. Well, I'm stuck, so I'm going to use the table. Because I'm like, what? I don't understand. They're saying that Priya is saying that there's zero point 0.4 cups of oats per water, or per cup of water. Han said that's 2.5 cups of water per cup of oats. All right, so I'm going to use the table. I would draw this table out in your notebook. Okay, so I want to find out what this missing number is. So I'm going to cross multiply 1 times 6, and that is 6. And then I'm going to divide, right? Cross multiply and divide. And then I'm going to divide 6 into 15. Sorry, that's my coffee maker saying that it's time to turn it off. So 6 divided by 15. So let me do that on my calculator. That is 0.40. Well, 0.4, but like I told you yesterday, that's put a 0 there. So this is 0.40. All right. Sorry, that's a bad 40. And then next, we want to find out what this is. So we can cross multiply 15 times 1. 15 times 1 is 15. And then 15 divided by 6. So 15 divided by 6. Then I'm going to use my calculator. Is 2.5. So this is 2.5. All right. So who is correct? Explain your reasoning. So aren't both of them correct? Because 0.40 cups of oats per cups of water, 2.5 cups of water per cup of oats. So I'm going to say both are correct for number 1. All right. Using the same 15 to 6, I drew this table already. You might want to draw this table too. The next weekend after the camping trip, Lynn and Diego each decide to cook a large batch of oatmeal to have breakfast ready for the whole week. Lynn decides to cook 5 cups of oats. How many cups of water should she boil? So 5 cups of oats. So I'm going to put 5 here, 5 cups of oats. How many cups of water? We're going to cross multiply then divide. 15 times 5 is 75. And then 75 divided by 6. So 75 divided by 6. Let me do this on the calculator really quick. Go ahead and pause it whenever you want so you can maybe figure it out on your own and see if you have the same answer as me. 75 divided by 6. Did you get 12.5 cups of water? All right. So 12.5 cups of water. Diego boils 10 cups of water. How many cups of oats should he add into the water? So then this is 12.5. So Diego boiled 10 cups of water. So 10 cups of water. Now we want to find out what this is. So then we can either cross multiply 10 times 5 or 10 times 6 and then divide by 15. Or you can do 10 times 5 divided by 12.5. Let's just do 10 times 6, okay? That's what I'm going to do. So 10 times 6 is 60. And then 60 divided by 15. Sorry, that's a bad division sign. 60 divided by 15? I think that is 4, right? 60 divided by 15? Yep, 4. So then this is 4. So 4 cups of oats. How'd you guys do? Pretty good? 4 cups of oats. All right. 6.3. For each situation, find the unit rates. Mix 12 ounces of cream cheese with 15 ounces of sugar. How many ounces of cream cheese are there for every ounce of sugar? All right. I'm going to say 12 divided by 15. 12 divided by 15. I got 0.8. Again, 0.8 or 0.80, right? All right. Then how many ounces of sugar is that for every ounce of cream cheese? So sugar is 15, cream cheese is 12. So 15 divided by 12. On your calculator, 15 divided by 12 is 1.25. So we can say, again, writing the unit rates, 0.80 ounces of cream cheese for every 1 ounce of sugar. 1.25 ounces of sugar for every 1 ounce of cream cheese. We want to find the unit rates. So for 1 ounce of sugar, for 1 ounce of cream cheese, these are the answers. All we're doing is dividing. You just have to figure out which one you should, which numbers come first. Number 2, my family drinks a total of 10 gallons of milk every 6 weeks. How many gallons of milk does the family drink per week? All right. So what do you think? How many gallons of milk? 10 drink per week. 10 divided by 6. Oops. 6. Let me see on my calculator. 10 divided by 6. Oops, I don't think I did it right. 10 divided by 6. 1.66. How many weeks does it take for the family to consume 1 gallon of milk? So 6 divided by 10. We want to know how many weeks does it take for 1 gallon. So 6 divided by 10. 0.60. 1.66 gallons of milk per week. 0.60 weeks per gallon. So for every gallon of milk, it takes about a little bit than half a week to drink it. That's a lot of milk. A lot of milk. All right, we're going to go on to the next one. Tyler paid $16 for raffle tickets. What is the price per ticket? Price per ticket. So price is 16, ticket is 4. 16 divided by 4. And that is 4. How many tickets is that per dollar? So 4 divided by 16. 4 divided by 16 is about a quarter. So 0.25. It's $4 per ticket, and there's about 0.25 tickets per dollar. So for every dollar, you get about a quarter of a ticket. Number 4, for each problem, decide which unit rate from the previous situations you prefer to use. Next, solve the problem and show your thinking. If Lynn wants to make extra cheese filling, how much cream cheese will she need to mix with 35 ounces of sugar? I'm going to draw a table with cream cheese and sugar. All right. So let's see how much cream cheese and sugar it was. Let's see, 12 and 15. So 12 and 15. If I have 35 ounces of sugar, 35 here. So I multiply 12 times 35, right? I cross multiply. Let me do that on my calculator. 12 times 35, 420. And then whatever that answer is, then divide by 15. So 420 divided by 15. Mm, 420 divided by 15. 28. So you would need 28 ounces of cream cheese. 28. Is that what you got? 28? Sorry, that's a bad one. 28. All right. Next, how many weeks will it take Mai to finish 3 gallons of milk? We look at this. Gallons of milk, 10 to 6. 10 to 6. 3 gallons of milk. So put the 3 here. So 3 times 6, that's 18. And then divided by 10, right? 3 times 6 is 18. 18 divided by 10. See if you guys can beat me to it. 18 divided by 10 is 1.8. So we would need 1.8. It would take 1.8 weeks to finish 3 gallons of milk. Almost 2 weeks, huh? All right, next. How much would 1,000 raffle tickets cost? So $16 for 4. So $16 for 4. And 1,000 raffle tickets? Dang, that's a lot of raffle tickets, man. Cross, multiply, then divide. So 16 times 1,000. Isn't that 16,000? Right? That's 16,000, right? And then divide by 4. So 16,000 divided by 4. How much would it cost? Yes, $4,000. $4,000. All right. Hope you understood this lesson, that you got some of the answers before I even did. Read the summary. Suppose a farm let us pick 2 pounds of blueberries for $5. So we can say that we get 2.5 pounds of blueberries per dollar. The blueberries cost five over $2 per pound. So five over $2 per pound. The cost per pound and the number of pounds per dollar are the 2 unit rates for this situation. A unit rate tells us how much one quantity for one or the other quantity. Each of these numbers is useful in the right situation. If we want to find out how much 8 pounds of blueberries will cost, it helps to know how much 1 pound of blueberries will cost. Again, all we're doing is cross multiplying and dividing. That's all we're doing. Okay? When you're done reading that, you have the practice problems to do. You're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Skip number 4. Okay, skip number 4. Do number 5, number 6, and then skip number 7. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, and then 5 and 6. So 5 problems to do. All right? If you get finished with that, please continue to watch. Please continue to read the next part of the social studies reading. So the Chaldean Empire. Yesterday for homework, you read the Assyrian Empire. Now you're going to read the Chaldean Empire. All right. It's just a brief section again. It's not that long. So just read that. All right. Any questions? Let me know. Have a great Friday, and hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Thanks.